Alright, so we're running this live stream and I'm just trying to figure out to get a single channel of audio summed into stereo. Right now it's using the Focusrite, and I want to see if we can somehow sum that inside OBS. Head over to the forms, put the master plugin, la da da da, set the output, set them, da da da. No problem with recording latency. Da, 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 da. What if I just selected the Logitech camera? See how that sounds. Test 1, 2, 3. Well, it sounds like trash, but at least it's summed left and right. Alright, well anyways, what's going on here is we're going to take apart this digital scale. It's a Smarty. It's a Smarty, and it is a piece of junk. Well, actually it's been pretty good. It just finally broke. It's just a food scale. Anytime you put the batteries in it, you can't tar it, and numbers, they don't switch and change. So what we have here is there, $5 screwdriver kit. Usually find in those little bins when you get in the middle of the store, like when you walk in, you know. Just a small screwdriver kit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take out the batteries. See what we can salvage in this thing, if it's any good for electronics and whatnot. You know, if we can take any parts off of it, use the case or something. Make a video game console out of it. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there might be something underneath here. There's usually 1 or 2 hidden screws underneath stickers. So we'll take those apart. So for this live stream, I'm using a Logitech 9000 camera, and it's positioned straight up head, straight overhead. That one's tough. Use a number 1 screw here. That's a little better. And he has some pretty good controls with the lighting, which I can adjust now. Actually, just looking at the feed. Because the white balance is a bit off. Coming over. Boost the gain a little bit, boost the exposure. Just the contrast a little bit. Make that look better for you. It's pretty sweet, you know, in this day and age we can live stream and do all this stuff right on our own desktop. Or right on our cell phone if you have the Facebook Live. It's going to become more and more popular, you know. Video gaming, it's all about video gaming right now. So that's pretty cool. The capture page, a lot of people want to know, what do you use to capture? What is this? It's a Colossus 2 capture card for most of this stuff, and that uses Easy Stream, but in this case I'm using the Open Broadcaster software and just this webcam at the time. The Capture 2 doesn't work with, or the Colossus 2 doesn't work with the OBS yet, being that they have their own software. I don't know if they're going to actually try to integrate or not. I was going through a Focusrite interface for audio, but it only produced the left channel, which I could probably put another mic in and get a right channel, which wouldn't be a bad idea. I have this cheap microphone here, Cisno BM800, going into the preamp. It does pretty good, especially when you give it a good preamp. It really makes a difference. Okay, so now I've got all the screws out. And as I suspected, I believe this one here in the middle is one that poke. And it looks like there's a big screw there, but okay. So that takes that off. So now I've got to pull apart this plate here somehow. Can you swing it? So it comes undone. Then we have this screw right here. Try to see what's going on. There's a screw in the middle, which I don't know if it holds on this plate or not, where you just kind of have to work it. It's on there pretty good. I'm wondering if I can actually get to here or not. It's got two little screws here. There we go. And so basically just take those two out. Let's see what's going to happen now. Another one. Oh, two more. Missed them. So there we go. That'll probably do it. Alright, a lot of screws in this thing. I told you they hide them underneath stickers. So if you're ever looking to take apart something and there's stickers underneath, check to make sure that that's not where stickers or screws are hiding. And there you have it. So this is just a plate. Here is our scale right here. So let's see what's happening with this. Let's put on the batteries again. Tar it, but nothing. So it supports up to 11 pounds, supposedly. A bigger screwdriver. But I'm just curious on why it no longer works. And wiggling the wires, so nothing shorted yet that I can see. So if this is getting pulled up through, that's going there. But maybe something spilled on the circuit boards, and that could cause a big problem. So I probably shouldn't even be taking these off yet. Go ahead and flip this up here and inspect. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 circuit board, 4 screws holding that thing on. Go ahead and take those off. I said 4. There's 5 there. Anyways, made in China. I had this thought today. I said, where the heck does pen ink come from? Like, who manufactures pen ink? You know? So I started researching that. Company in China, apparently. It's a heck of a process. And I was writing down a bunch of stuff about it because I thought it was pretty neat. So it takes like carbon black, and it needs to do something with carbon black, add it with solvents and solutions to make it the consistency the ink needs to be writable and transferable. I guess if I paid attention more to Catch 'Em If You Can. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, would you just look at that? That's a contact? Look at that. Magnetic contact. So here we got some corrosion. Can't really see too well with this camera. It's not a fantastic camera, actually. But here, it is all kinds of corroded. Let's see if we can adjust some settings. Oh yeah. When you spill stuff on your food scale, things could go pretty bad, I guess, sometimes. There it is. So that chip, this power, it's awfully corroded. So I wonder if we can clean that up with a little bit of alcohol and a cleaning pen. So what I'm going to do is take out the batteries. Move this to the left. Go ahead and try to get some focus back here. Not a great camera. Alright, so what we have here is a power cable that's pretty nasty. Oh, that's a blown up capacitor. That's what that is. So something got on here and trashed that capacitor. That's what that looks like. So what I can do... Alright, so what I can do is take this isopropyl alcohol, try to clean it up and just get a better look at what's going on. Using an acid brush and see what's happening here. All these contacts, the lighting's not too fantastic in here for this, but the pin on this chip looks bad. I mean, just everything looks nasty. Looks nasty. So essentially, see if we can't remove this chip on this thing here. And no, maybe not have to remove it just yet. It's hard to see. See if we can pull up the actual board. Got the board serial number. This might be it's more fun than anything to do, you know, just kind of check it out and see what's happening. So jump over to Google. It is B6135 2010 model PC board there. 1.2 volts. Trying to find that. Oh. Schematics. PC board. Nothing. Must have it. So you used to be able to put like a plus sign in Google. It would tell you that's exactly if it didn't have it. But now it's all missing everything. So anyways, let's see what kind of chip that is, if we can get a number on it. There's a number there, but I don't have a magnifying glass to actually see it. And what you're seeing is probably just good blur video of it too. But, you know, it's all test. It's all to find out if it can be done with what gear you have laying around. That pin right there is mighty corroded. The question is, what difference does it make? Because I don't know what kind of chip it is, so I don't know what's coming in and out of it, and I can't really show you because this webcam doesn't focus like that as well. It just doesn't. I can digitally zoom in, but that just makes it look that much worse. And to get it like right up here. There we go. More like a component camera. I'd say it's a total loss. That's not because I don't have the parts or the care to actually dig much further in it. Those are on there quite easily, the loosest possibly you can be. Good salvaging though. You got some nice little wires you can salvage. You got a button system you can use here. You get a load bearing sensor. The only thing you don't have is the controller. And a couple capacitors on here, battery capacitor, power, power circuit. Yeah, that's good. Short out the batteries with the soldering iron. Oh, took them out. That's good. Here, there's no way to really fix this right now because without diving in, let's see what we can do. Teardown would be more impressive if you can be a fixer-upper. And that, and you can actually see what the hell is going on. That'd be a good distance right there. Not too bad. I have to adjust the camera some, make a little bit of a movement. It's interesting how that LCD screen works out to me. Must be the contacts for it, and it just kind of goes right on there. Well, even this wire here is nastily corroded. Very good. All the way down. They just do black wires because it's a black cable. Never seen that. Not a very good job. What you call a gypsy job right here. How not to do electronics repairs. Or camera work, that is. Because you can't see nothing, can't hear nothing. It's all about the audience, and they can't see or hear shit. The hell they're gonna stick around for? Lighting's awful, audio's awful. Fuck. Still broadcast to the dang world in an instant. So, pulled out the solder wick here, pulled up some of that gunk. Let's see what we can do with. Oh, nope, that was just the burning cable. Never mind. This is what happens when you work in probably a less than ideal location. You're just kind of going to town with really not much worried about it. Clean up the middle part here. Because it's shorted out right now. I don't need that to be the case. There we go. So now I can take the cables, make them the same length again. And then resolder them. Alright, here we go. So what we're going to do now is put these power cables back on this board. Right goes on the top part here. I wish you could see a little bit better. See about that. And should go like that. So I put a little extra solder on the iron, and it looks like it lost its luster there. A little flux down there. I'm just going to tap this wire. I just want this negative wire to go over the negative post. I'm going to break off the excess. Kind of show you what's going on a little bit. So I'm going to take this wire here, put it back where it should be. All right. It's not sticking to the cable. Get some flux on there. Try to tin it up some. Holy shit. Now, you can watch jewelers' videos, and skilled ones, they can make their own solder out of nickel and silver shavings. That's pretty cool. If you ever wondered where solder came from. Or brass and sterling silver, I should say.